A quick question, Zeth.
Hit me.
Do you require the improvised weapon edge for, like, using super strength to hit people with things?
No, because the throwdown rules ignore unarmed defender and to a lesser extent super strength. Improvised weapons. If you just want to pick up a stop sign, smack someone with it, I'm not gonna bother giving you a penalty or anything. I'm just gonna hand wave that. That's part of the comic book genre.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's why I asked you. Thank you.
Also, Rampage is poggers. Holy crap, Rampage! Wow, man. They did a great job from an artistic standpoint, but I might have a nightmare tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
What is
that.
That's a horror. With a parasite. Oh.
Yep. Have you ever heard of a small live play called Dungeons of Drakenheim?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. This is from the same people.
Hey, Drakenheim, like a horror setting?
Yep.
I'll explain the art. Okay, so my Omega Cell. We got good news, bad news, and neutral news. What you want first?
Bad news.
I can't find an office building map, so I had to put your mission in the park.
Oh, you should have said something to me. I had office buildings.
Yeah, I overestimated the map pack I bought, so that's on me. I admit it. I thought it would have an office building where it said bunch of maps, but I looked through it and didn't have one. So I moved it to the park, but that's fine. Good news is we have a new player. Neutral news is she's going to be rolling from a paper sheet and just do the dice in the chat. But she's a grown person, so we trust her to do that because, you know, if you need to cheat at this, then you have bigger problems in life. Alright. So we're going to do the classic round robin where everyone takes a turn introducing their character. Now, Stranger, what's your character's name?
Her super name is Bombshell.
Okay, now, for everyone's reference, all my players get a theme song for their character. And once this game session, you can activate your theme song and instantly get a Benny on the spot.
Oh.
This is a made-up rule. If you want to use this in your games, feel free to steal it. Just put, like, from Zeth or a little credit to me somewhere on there. But yeah, sure. This is, I've used this in all my Supers games. In Mutants and Masterminds, I love getting a hero point for the theme song, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Because everyone likes music.
Yeah.
And, okay, so we're gonna go Fumar, Jinx, Rampage, then Bombshell. I'm going left to right in Fantasy Ground. Did you join the Fantasy Ground, Bombshell?
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Okay, so I did hit everyone their Benny.
Enter my character.
Those little slots are next to your name, but yeah. Fumar, you are the star of the night, so you're up first.
Alright, well, Fumar de Mort, the Smoke of Death, who was not even like the head scientist or anybody famous. He was like one of the scientist's assistants who was working on taking a medicinal mushroom that people were smoking and trying to turn it into something that would work for larger scale and take away from Big Pharma. And Big Pharma did not like that, and they blew up the shop. And I became one with the smoke. And they did not appreciate that because I made certain every single one of them hurt very badly before they died. Now I'm here trying to save the world.
Yes, because if you don't save the world, you lose all your research.
I'm Jinx. I do a lot of like race fixing and the hacking of slot machines and also stuff like that. I can control machines. I can teleport. I can cause things to malfunction. Just here, I like to get in a little bit of chaos. I'm done.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but your theme song should be Malfunction Junction.
Well, yeah, I love it.
Alright, and Rampage. You're probably the angriest one here in character. Tell us about your guy.
So, Rampage, he's essentially the old grizzled veteran that whenever you're in a profession such as supervillains, that's a pretty big deal because probably a whole lot of people don't live to be as old as Rampage.
Yeah, but why is he what you do for villainy?
He is sort of he's the immovable object that takes hits, deals out hits, and can come back from hits.
No, let me rephrase the question. What crime is he convicted of doing? Does he rob banks? Does he kill people? Does he eat pineapple on pizzas?
He does eat pineapple on pizzas. He also probably has robbed a bank using a pineapple to break open a safe.
Okay, so know that you rob banks and eat pineapple on pizza. You're public enemy number one. Gotcha. Okay, and stranger, tell us about your girl. Or guy. I mean, you won't play a guy. I won't gender limit you.
No, I'm playing a girl. Her name is Jane Taylor. She's her super name is Bombshell, which is also her alter ego. She's like a super genius who is like like from a really young age, like a prodigal super genius who became like a super radical feminist and wanted to take over the world and impose a world matriarchy, because she thought she could save the world from toxic masculinity this way. And so as part of her schemes for doing this, she was doing these like genetic experiments, and she gave herself superpowers, but whenever she gets her superpowers, she transforms into her bombshell form, and she's pretty dumb in that form, but she's super strong and flies. Also, whenever she's in that form, for every minute she spends in her transformed state, she loses 1 day of her memories.
Oh wow!
So she has to leave intricate notes for herself about like what she's doing and like why she has to. Yeah, so she has to control when she turns into the form.
Okay, now I don't know how to put two different pictures in a character sheet. Do you need me to make you 2 sheets, each with their own token, or?
Yeah, I guess I will, but basically she'll never be like, or very rarely be in her like normal form when in combat.
Okay, so just
'cause
make the bombshell
do
thing,
anything.
and when you're in normal form.
Yeah,
Okay, working on that.
yeah, she just has lots of skills.
You'd be surprised what a lot of skills and a rocket launcher can do.
True.
Now, like us onto that, Today's mission is there's a drug in South Point called EZ. When people take it, they get a mild euphoric high. South Point was a experimental thing by the government. They sent all non-violent drug offenders to live there and try to work and try to rehabilitate them. And when the government supervision went away, when the Missouri took over, all the criminals started pushing drugs because it was easy to get people hooked again. And the warlord of the city saw this as an opportunity and flooded it with a widely cheap available drug called E/Z. And anyone who takes it gets a mild euphoric high, but people with protein DNA awaken their powers and become incredibly violent, instant villains. And people who don't awaken powers, some people who don't have enough DNA do awaken some strength and toughness, but they become violent people who attack everything because they're crazed crackheads. And these guys are called strikes. Any questions so far?
No.
Now, today's mission. One of the gangs rose up to the. Where is? I gotta get some water. Quick.
The new Spectrum that's finally coming out. Looks different, but they made Spectrum.
So your job is to capture a shipment of EZ or destroy it, preferably destroy it, because the Missouri are handing this out like free candy to hunt down people with protein DNA, then round them up and use them for experiments, which is bad. Now, the local gang. I'm sorry, what?
I was about to say, so I'm assuming the boss came over with Bombshell and dropped her off and was like, here's a new member of your Omega Force, or are we just kind of hand waving it and saying that she was here the whole time?
Well, fine. She's a new member. You can throw her a new member party trick.
Woo!
Boss dropped her off. Okay, now.
Sorry.
I'm dying of freaking. I don't know what the hell they did in there, but there's smoke making me pop every 5 seconds. Okay, where was I? The Slashers are the local Quisling gang who bent knee to the aliens, and they earned their place by riding out every super they came across. Now, these guys are a bunch of dregs that the Quislings gave Vibro swords. So there's a bunch of violent drug addicts who think they run the world of South Point, but they don't. The real gang is like a mafia type place called the Family, but they're not going to help anyone. They hate supers of all types. So we do have, because of your hard work with the Resistance faction, where you would take drones and turn them back into people, the Resistance has granted you a squad of 5 Resistance fighters. These are normal humans with pistols, and one of them has a rocket launcher. And they have a set of skills. The mission is you are supposed to go to the park, destroy the drug, because they literally have one of those hot dog carts or ice cream trucks, but instead of that, they're just handing out drugs to everybody. And there's a bunch of drones and warfare and security. But on the flip side, there's a lot of innocent people as a complication. And for the love of Jerry, don't kill the innocent bystanders because that'll make the Omega Cell look bad. And last thing we need is to look bad. So if you can help it, try not to kill the innocent bystanders. So you got your console up, and Dr. Destruction can give you the mission briefing. I will now share the map because poggers. Can everyone see the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, this is the layout you're going to start with. Now, because you know ahead of time where you're going, and you can literally get eyes on it. If you want to plan to go in, like I don't know, maybe make a fire alarm, get all the humans to run away, or have some other prep. We're gonna do that first, and we're not just gonna jump straight in the fight. So, yeah, look at my right side. The crappy human with 1,000 skills might be able to do something in the prep work.
Yeah. You said we're here to we're destroying the place they make the
Yes,
drugs, or
the drugs are gonna be literally this large tree right here. I can't ping it, but they have a stand hooked up to the large tree next to the lake. And they basically just got people going up there, getting drugs, and taking easy. Now, you don't want to take easy yourself because you already have superpowers. The only thing it'll make you do is go berserk.
Mhm.
Unless you really want to go berserk, I mean. Okay, and now I have to do the thing where I put your token portrait in. Oh, they make it such a pain in the ass to put a portrait into Fantasy Grounds. Have you noticed that, Dekron?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they make everything a pain in the ass.
Okay, so I need
Good.
to put your thing into. I'm not even gonna.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, Necron, I guess you're in charge. I hope his internet or something didn't cut out.
Yeah, that suck. Oh damn.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
All right, and Will gets there before I can. Woohoo!
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I tried to.
Welcome back.
My Discord got disconnected. I'm back. Now then.
I'm back.
Alright, my lads and ladies. What would you like to do? What is your plan? Give me science checks, research checks, whatever you're doing to make the plan.
Okay.
9 science.
And what are you doing with that science? What are you trying to science up?
Using the
Yeah,
atmosphere's bucket, trying to hay fever season.
The robots are being to hay
Oh,
fever.
really? All right. Rust. Rain.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we're trying to get rid of all of the humans so there's no collateral damage, making everybody's allergies go haywire so they leave the park is not actually a bad thing.
Okay, I'll buy that. Do you guys want to agree with that? Because I'll let them use that to get rid of the human collateral damage.
Yep. I'm.
Oh
good
yeah,
with that.
sounds like a plan.
All right.
Okay, that's your thing. Drake, what are you doing? Now, this stuff is made by Big Pharma itself. It has the Big Pharma logo and it's produced in Big Pharma Labs. So your nemesis is producing EZ to work hand in hand with the alien.
Hey, I'm going to do a quick hacking check and see if I can get into the cameras so we have eyes on in the park. I'm assuming something like there's nowadays something in that general area is going to have some cameras.
Alright, give me a roll.
Nothing
Success.
major.
You
Yeah.
see something odd. Everyone give me a common knowledge check.
Alright.
Alright, you see an alien that looks like a goblin. decked out to the nines for combat, sitting in the park at a bench having tea. And all of you know that this guy is Maybax, the big game hunter. He's not a superhero from Earth or a supervillain. He's literally just some alien that showed up and paid the Missouri to hunt capes for sport.
Where is he located on the map?
He's located in where you didn't get raised, so you don't get exact location. He's moving around, but he's getting up and having lunch and shit, and then gets up and moves around. So you know that he's in the general area, and he'll probably jump in the fight as soon as combat starts. That's why I didn't put him on the map, because he's not technically hostile yet. He probably got a couple rounds to do something before he shows up.
Oh, I was about to say, because I was going to actively look for him because he seemed like a good person to possess.
No, if that's the case,
Notice check?
no, you're not in the park yet, but I have to find a plot I have to put him on the map, so go ahead, we're gonna move to the next guy. Rampage, are you doing anything before the fight?
I am going to looking over all of the drones. I'm going to get an idea of where they all are kind of looking. Are they all gazing in a particular direction, or
Not really. Drones, like the war spheres, have 360-degree vision. You can't sneak up on them. They see in all directions. The drones are just kind of standing around on kind of like on standby mode. They are awake and guarding, but because they're drones, they're just kind of in that half weird machine sleep that people have. They're just, not really doing anything but chilling. They're making sure people don't steal the drugs they're actually paying for them, and they're literally basically keeping a lookout because the resistance faction here would like to strike at the drug trade because there's some resistance cells in South Point, and they don't like the fact that people are getting hopped up on easy and turning into supervillains and killing them. But
okay?
yeah, they're not looking in any particular directions. You can see them all on the map. That's where all the drones are.
Yeah, I'll probably have to have you pull the map up for me because
What, you lost the map? Here, let me open it
Yeah.
again. There, I
Sorry.
shared it. Can you see it now?
yes, Foundry decided. You know what? You get to not be responded to.
At the top of your sheet is a little thing looks like a target says find token. You click that, it automatically bring up a map where your token is at.
Oh, okay. That'll be good to know. Yeah, that's Rampage's turn.
Okay, so did you roll anything? Did you actually do anything?
I'll go ahead and I'll go with notice just to get an idea of is there see if they're more focused towards one part of the park or another.
Alright, they're focused on looking to the north, mainly because Moneybags, as you can see in the top right corner, is just kind of sitting there having tea, and they make him they are made uncomfortable by this guy. Because every time he shows up, they can't really tell him to get lost because he's a guest of the Vizori, but he's really annoying. Like a snob goblin. Yes, I said snob. But yeah, he's up there. He's like, oh, yes. Well, have one of your drones go fetch me some Starbucks from across the street. And they're like, no, sir, we can't leave our post. Well, have one of your human slaves do it. Like, all right, Gary, go fetch him Starbucks across the street. I'm not a slave. He goes, Gary, he has a minigun. Do you want to argue with him? Just, no, I'll go fetch the coffee. Good lad. And he's just sitting there. He's sitting there. He's decked out with a picnic blanket and all that, but he also has a freaking minigun and gadgets to the nines and looks like he's going to fight, but he always looks like that because he's a douche. Alright, and now time for Brainy Zany. What are you going to do?
The only thing I could think. So how much time?
Okay, so technically you have all day.
Mhm.
You like an entire day to get ready because the drop-off point happens at like sundown when the gangers come in and actually come in here, but they're selling drugs throughout the day. As long as you hit it before the end of the day, you should be good. But you wait too long, the drugs will sell out. Your mission will be like, oh, well, that's
I see.
pointless.
I see. Okay. And okay, so do we have like a headquarters or like a secret base or something?
Yes, you have a secret base in South Point. You own a warehouse that they kind of dropped you off in.
Okay.
You have a makeshift laboratory because Jinx has super science. Because you rescued all these people in the breakout event, and they're actively helping you. You all have your own car, civilian vehicle. You all have your fake IDs if you want to pretend to be a normal person, and you all have, well, except for Fumar, because he can't really make himself look like a normal person. You smoke. I mean, he'll have to possess that, and you all have a minion named Carl, who's just basically resistance fighter stats.
Gotcha. Okay. And Fumar,
besides
somebody
that,
already hacked the.
Yeah. You managed to capture a geothermal thing, so you have unlimited power for your base. And Rampage starts with one transmute token every session. And you have a more power stunt. You spend a penny and someone to kill a robot to fight for you. But it's only one robot per party. You're not gonna sit there and all summon 4 killer robots for each spending a penny because that's using it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
And you are this blank square in the bottom left because I can't load up your picture without screwing up Discord.
Okay, no problem. All right, and Fumar was it that hacked the
cameras? Yes.
already? Okay. So with the roll that he made, can we shut them off before we do this?
Sure. You can shut them off. You can, if you want to do electronics, you can actually edit the feed to make it look like they're still going, but you're not there.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
You said electronics, right?
Yeah. Does the new girl want to do that too, or no?
No, that's cool.
She got 16. All right. Well, Jinx, stole your idea.
That's no. I mean, she's not really skilled at like.
All right.
Kind of
so
thing. So that
apparently Jinx unleashes her power to manipulate slot machines to trick the camera to thinking when you're fighting, it just kind of looked like that loop from Speed.
Plus, now I can use it for my teleportation. I can just open up a portal, close it, open it up, close it.
All right. Well, because of that, when you start, you don't have to start in the bottom left corner. Everyone can drag their token where they want to be, just teleport it.
In cover behind that tree.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Now,
But
first
so-
off, I need to hit unlock token movement. So now everyone should be able to just drag it, and you don't need me to sit there and prove it. Because as a player
Yeah.
and a GM, I hate that. I think people should be able to drag their stuff around.
I do too. I do too. I hate it. Where is the where? So they're like selling drugs here. So are there like
Yeah, the big tree.
people
Give me,
somewhere?
I need to get a drawing token. Here we go. There, that big tree literally has under it a guy with a stand, like a hot dog cart, and he's just selling drugs. Now, the guy is a normal guy. He's innocent. He's forced to do this. It's like, the Missouri don't believe in doing work themselves. They believe in making the people they conquer do all the work while they sit around and smoke cigars. So, yeah, they're like big corporate.
Okay. All right. So she'll just be in the line of people buying drugs, just in her plain Jane form.
Cool. Now, everyone give me a stealth check.
All right. I'm going to do my thing where I go mostly under the ground. Hopefully that'll give me a slight bonus.
Okay, so Fumar, I'm treating yours as an 8 because you're mostly under the ground. Jinx, you got a 5. Rampage, I'll need your stealth, and Bombshell, I'll need your stealth.
Oh, she's just there. I wasn't really trying to hide. And
Well,
they roll,
they
I
have
can roll it anyway.
performance, so they buy that you're just a normal person.
Cool.
Hey, Chris, can you see that ping on their map?
Yes, I can.
All right, on the battle map, there's a thing where it has a ping mode. It's zoom to fit, toggle mode, camera,
Fourth button.
zoom.
I like drawing my
fourth button.
X's.
Okay, well, I was just saying for future reference, might be a little easier.
Okay, Mom.
You're welcome, Sonny. Take your vitamins.
Oh, if you mean by Vicodin, yeah, sure. Okay, now, oh, speaking of which, this is being recorded because Necron's live streaming us on YouTube.
Hello.
We're not that popular, but we'll get there one day.
This is mainly when I'm older and senile, I can go back and remember.
So you say. Okay, so I think Will is back. Will, are you back, my friend?
Yeah, don't know why it keeps doing that, but here's
Okay, I'm gonna
Will.
repop the map for you. Can you see it?
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Now, did you roll anything?
All I rolled was
Okay, you got a
notice.
and the girl's sitting there praying. I'm just gonna assume you blend in, Bombshell, and we're
Oh,
gonna go.
okay. I got a critical failure, but sure.
Where did you roll on the? Where did you roll?
I just rolled on my table with my dice.
Okay, well, if you're doing that, if you want to tell me you really have a critical failure and don't want to lie your way out of it, fine. Well, lads, yourself. I have to roll for the Missouri. As long as they don't get a critical failure, you're gonna be noticed.
Mm.
Now, how's your transformation, Mark?
How is it? What?
Your gimmicks. Do you need to say a special word, or do you just like think it, or what?
No, she can just, she just does it.
Okay, I'm gonna
Not
say
magical or
something
anything.
funny, but here we go. They got a 2 and it's a group roll, so I gotta throw in a d6 if they get higher. What? So you got a critical failure. So you're going up there to buy it, and you just like sneeze and turn into Bombshell. Like, oh shit, it's Bombshell!
Sure.
Get her!
Damn it.
And we're in combat now. No one's surprised, but all you lads who did succeed in stealth will get the drop on your first round. On whoever you hit. I'm just gonna deal cards normally because I don't want to sit there and try to mess with the hold feature. So, Money B. Who's Money? Oh, that's Moneybags. He goes first. And he goes, "Ooh, it is a hero." You know what that means, Sheila? It's time to shoot people. And yes, he calls his minigun Sheila. What's your toughness, Bombshell?
My toughness is 23.
And how much of it is armor?
None of it.
And do you have anything like dodge or anything like that?
When I'm flying, yes, but not when I'm not. Which I guess I haven't had a chance to do yet.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but this is gonna hurt. Okay, so Moneybags does his Moneybag attack, where he takes out a minigun and he just fires cape killer rounds at you. 50 an attack. And Necron.
Yo.
Okay, so one hit with a ray. I haven't figured out how to get rid of the -2 for recoil, so I'll have to do that by hand. So it's a raise, miss, raise, miss, raise. So now the bad news is, well, for the Missouri, every time he misses with like a freaking 1, I think he's gonna hit one of them, but he got like 3s and 4s. So okay, that's 3 hits with raises, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's so clunky. And everyone's like, Chris, go back to roll 20. I'm like, no, I'll never have to boycott them. Now he has dead eyes. So he gets to add an extra D10 to all of his gun attacks.
Yeah.
And you're hit for 14 that don't do anything. $15. 16. Is that all 3 hits? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, round 2. And oh yeah, he has multi-action. He can just do this twice in a row. And then he just does it again. Hit, miss, hit, raise. So what's that? 4 hits and 1 raise. Necron.
7's a raise?
Yeah.
Well, it's not supposed to have the -2 because he has rock and roll. I was just gonna
got
figure out how to get that off.
it. Got it.
Just put a
20.
in your modifier when you go to make the roll.
I could do that. That'd be smart. 14. 19. 26. Oh no, you're shaking.
Oh, I'm shaking.
And here comes the one with the raise. Last one.
Mm. Uh-oh.
31. So
Ah,
31 minus 26. I got a little raise calculator.
That's one. One wound.
minus 23. It's
So
It's
you're
2
shaking one wound. Do you want to soak that by dropping a Benny?
it's 2 wounds. 31 is
Oh,
2 wounds.
Ooh, okay.
'Cause I have
2
a,
wounds.
I have a
Would you
23.
like to soak that by dropping
Yes,
a Benny?
Yes, I will.
Now, on your thing called Bombshell, like your name in the top left, you'll see
Oh.
these lines. You can click it and drag a Benny down. It's drop in the chat.
Okay. Let's
So I'll keep
see.
track of your pennies.
How do I? Where are they?
You see the
In
top
the
left where you
top
see your name,
left corner.
Bombshell, Fumar, and so on.
Yes.
Just click that.
Oh, I see it.
Your sheet.
I got it.
And off the sheet, you just
There
take
you
a
go.
die. All right, now go ahead
There's
and
a
give me your vigor check. What's your vigor die?
I got 11 on the vigor check.
I mean, what's the actual
vigor-
die?
It's D8. I rolled a 8 and it exploded, and I got a 1 and it's a 9, and
so
I
you
plus 2
soaked
for
it.
Iron Jaw.
Cool. So you just, do you want to describe how you ate these bullets, or?
Oh well, she's just like when she sneeze transforms, she's like, "What? Oh, damn it!" And then, yeah, she pretty much, her clothes are she's ripping them off as like he just unloads with a hail of bullets that, her skin is nigh impervious, so she does like hold up her hands though. She gets shaken from just the sheer hail of these little aggravating stings.
And he goes, "Oh
Um,
yeah, well at least I ruined your outfit, bitch. Take that, Justice." This is his third action. He's taunting you. You'll have to resist with your smarts. A victory for Justin.
Okay, let's see here.
And he's throwing his.
12. Oh my god.
You're gonna have
16.
to. Give me a second. You have to. I have to roll, and then you have to see if you can beat it. What'd you get on your roll?
16.
Okay. Where the hell's my taunt skill? I'm just gonna roll Intimidate. It's the same size.
Cool.
And he got a 4, so you are unfazed by his taunt, steer, crash.
Yeah. Which guy is he? On
He's
the map?
Moneybags, the goblin sitting there having a picnic.
Oh, that guy.
And it's now your turn, Bombshell. And this man has besmirched your honor. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, all right. He called me a bitch. She's like, oh, you want to see a bitch? Well, first I have to unshake though, actually.
No, you soak. That gets rid of the unshake already.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you soaked it, so you're good.
Okay. Wait. So then I will.
He's hiding behind this tree if you need to see him, but yeah.
Yeah, I would like to fly through
Alright.
these 2 trees.
So you just fly over and go right on him. Alright. Oh no,
Yeah.
there's no weakness. Melee combat. Okay, do you roll up on him?
Yep.
He activates first
Alright.
strike and punches you in the mouth.
Sure.
Necron.
Yo.
I don't think he's gonna have a good day. Why did not let me just bring up my... Okay, there we go. So here we go for combat. What's your parry?
My parry is 7.
Okay, so he got an 11, so that is a raise. And now I have to click this. And he just...
Well, here's some more.
18.
He hurts his
Okay.
hand.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okie dokie, I will wild attack.
And what would you like to do?
I will wild attack punch him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll with a +2. Now in the bottom left, there is a +2 box for attacks and whatnot. You can hit enter and I'll do that. Oh wait, you're doing it on.
I'm just rolling. I got a 9.
Alright. And was that with the +2?
Yes.
Let me check your sheet real quick. You miss.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys are parrying
Alright.
10.
Of
Would
course.
you like to do anything else, or is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Boomar, you have witnessed this spectacle. What would you like to do?
Well,
Remember, your job is not to get rid of this guy. Your job is to destroy the drugs.
yeah, I know. And if I get hold of his gun, I think he'll shoot the drones very well.
Okay, well, he's currently going toe-to-toe with Bombshell, so this would probably be a good time to grab his foot.
Yep. And you said I have the drop.
You have a +4 to this, yes.
Alrighty then. Well, unless he's immune to mental, let's see what happens.
Okay,
He's got-
now he's mind shield, so you're at a -4.
Still puts me at a 6. He's got to make a spirit check at a -2 and beat a 6.
Alright, and now I'm going to have him do a spirit check.
Does doing the drop do anything to that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then.
Okay, I'll let you cancel the -4 because you'll get +4 and you'll have a 10. So is there a
Okay.
bonus you get for having a raise, or is this better roll?
No, it's just a better roll.
Okay, and he's gonna go. And by the way, I gave him a D12 and everything because I'm lazy.
You lazy? Never.
Okay,
Ooh.
13. So you go to possess him, and
He
you
resists.
stop yourself. He resists, but he feels like shit. Just nasty. It's a nasty. It's like you're going through a pure sewer. You had to pull away and revive. Like, no. There's too much douche.
All right.
You can try to steal yourself and try next turn, but the first reaction is, oh man, that's a lot of douche. You weren't expecting that much douche in that 1 pound bag.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna zip back down into the ground. I still had a little bit of movement, so I'm gonna go like 6 feet under. And no, next time I'm just gonna try and wound him via touching him, not trying to take him over again. That was yucky.
Alright, and the Missouri, and like, one of the drones get up and like, oh, snap. They see Bombshell, and they're like, and they're fighting Moneybags, and you see the drone actually takes out a cigarette, lights it, and like, Carl, you gonna help Moneybags? I'm like, do I have to? Well, yeah. Damn it. Oh, I was betting on Bombshell so you'll get some money off this. I know, Carl, but you gotta do your job. So Carl reluctantly comes up and tries to punch you. Now Carl knows that this really ain't gotta do much to you, but you know, he has to make an effort. Look good for the boss and all that.
Sure.
So you're being hit with a stun baton. Does the 5 hit your parry?
Nope.
No. I actually told you the
Okay.
wrong parry before. It's 8, not 7. But in any case, that's
Okay,
all
so what is your fighting?
right. D12.
I should probably just put that on the sheet now, so the sheet will keep calculating it.
Yeah.
All right, and what is your stats? Your agility, smarts, vigor, and that shit.
My agility D6, smarts D4, spirit D4, strength D12 plus 8, vigor D10.
Woohoo!
Okay, I have to unlock so I can change.
I thought my
And then
dragon of gifts
agility
was
6, smarts 4, spirit what?
4,
Okay, and strength
D12 plus 8,
and vigor.
10.
Okay, and oh, okay. So yeah, there we go. Now, and your fighting is
12.
okay. Let's add that to the sheet real quick. All right, what were we doing? Whose turn is it? Oh yeah, the drone, and he missed. So the next guy. Now, because they're extras in their group, they all just go on one card. It's not like so. It's all gonna be drone. And let's put the fighting at 12. There you go. Now it should show you top corner your toughness and parry. What is your toughness?
23.
Okay, I am going to manually change that to 23. So, how many points from the toughness power did you get?
15. I
Okay.
maxed it.
Max toughness. There you go. 15. And why is it coming up
She has
22?
Brawler and Bruiser.
Oh, you have Brawler.
She has Brawler and Bruiser. Yeah.
Okay, that'll give you another 2. Brawler's 1 point and Bruiser's 1 point.
Mhm.
Now, did you have any like actual offensive powers like melee attack, or is it just like the whopping strength plus a D6 from Bruiser?
Jake's just a strength plus D6 from Bruiser. So it's
Okay, then.
so it's D12 plus D6 plus 8 for damage.
I mean, because your strength is so high, you could probably just do a power stunt and count your fist as melee heavy weapons. If ever comes up.
Oh yeah.
That is such an oversight in the game that there's no way for like Superman can't do heavy damage.
Yeah, you can.
I
You
usually just
spend
ruled
1
it.
point. You spend 1 power point and say it's a heavy weapon. You can put that on your traits or any other power. Like you can literally put 1 point on super strength and say all things are you counts as a heavy weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. I mean, normally, it doesn't actually do damage, so theoretically, but cool. Yeah, all right, awesome. Maybe I'll.
I mean, I'm fine with you
move a point around and do that.
Okay, between me and you, you have a D12 plus 8. I'm fine with just counting it as a freaking heavy weapon to begin with. If you're fine with me breaking the rules a little bit. Because good God,
that's what I do. I just assume that D12 plus 4.
You get like 2 raises automatically just by flexing your fingers, even in that one.
Real quick, if you didn't know, if you have an attack made up for that, go in there and next to your dice, the D6 blah 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 whatever.
Necron, she has nothing.
Capital H, capital W. It'll make it a heavy weapon.
Okay. But she has nothing. She's not doing the sheet at all. She's just rolling from home on her table, and we're going to trust her.
Okay.
I'll do that for next time.
Cool.
Anyways. So,
I couldn't figure out how to put it into...
Yeah, the biggest thing is you have to go to the top and hit unlock so you can do anything. Otherwise, the sheet won't let you edit it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they changed that. Used to be they didn't have that, and now they updated and made it a thing. God. Alright, but enough about my wine bagging. So that guy missed. This guy sees Fumar on the ground, and he's like, "Hey, check it out! I got underground vision. We got upgrades because Fumar kept possessing us." Fumar.
Mm-hmm. There's 6 feet of earth between me and him.
He has tunnel vision.
Yeah, seeing me and doing something to me is something else.
Oh, he's not gonna do anything. He radios in. And let me see if I can get this to work. Alright. Fumar, roll your spirit because he's trying to intimidate you. Like, you fucking piece of shit hiding in the ground. And his taunts fall on deaf ears. Maybe there's too much dirt. And this guy's like all the way over there. You look around. Jinx, where are you?
Me? I'm hiding behind a tree. Is it my turn?
Alright, well, he can't see you. Rampage, you're just over there in the open. He looks around and goes, oh shit, Rampage is here because Fumar's like a bad fart and Rampage, wherever Rampage follows. And you color flub that. Rampage, get ready to absorb some bullets. You ready?
Yeah.
And he just goes, rat tat tat. 7, 15, and 2. And here is your 7. That's a 12. Does that do anything to you?
My
Says you
toughness.
got a wound.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your focus to soak that.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 6. Does that soak them both, or is it just one wound?
I believe it's just the one wound because my toughness is a 11.
Okay, cool. And so you're fully soaked, and here comes the second hit. Like, oh no! And 16. So that's a wound and a raise. That's 3 wounds, baby.
Okay.
Now you have 2 trans tokens. Do you want to put them into toughness before you do the roll, or what? Or do you want to keep them in the pocket?
I'll put them in my toughness.
Okay, I'm gonna drop that to 2 wounds instead of 3. Can you soak it with your muddy focus?
Yep.
Okay, you did. You soaked everything. So you have another 2 trans tokens. I have to cancel the damage on your character. Alright, and that's all she wrote for that guy. The next Missouri is like, don't worry, Gary. I got this. Larry, no! And he throws a fusion grenade at you. Because you're tough. Oh no! Necron, give me a medium burst template. I'm stealing your medium burst template.
That's cool.
Roll me a d6. I got it. No, I'll do it. Just like, I think he just grenaded him. Oh, that's not good. So he goes to throw it, and it falls back and hits these two poor war spheres who haven't done a thing to anybody. So yeah. That's not good. Did your Jinx power kick in without you knowing that, Kron?
It's active all the time.
I know it's not really how that works, but I want to say that's just why this happened, because otherwise Gary just sucks.
Anybody who fails, who tries to do something and it fails to work, they're automatically jinxed.
Well, it has to target you. He was targeting Rampage. But yeah, so he just took out 2 war spheres for you. This idiot is probably your biggest ally. War sphere 6 and 4. And that's his turn. Gary, no! This other guy is just like... Alright. One in Vegas. He just runs up and tries to stun baton you. A bombshell. Now, the stun baton doesn't do conventional damage. If you're hit with it, you have to make a vigor check, or you're just stunned and you flop around with a fit, like a fish.
Yep. Yep.
And he got a 3, so that don't do anything.
Okay.
This was Ori. Comes down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! There she is. She's behind a tree. And... how do you target people in this Necron? Is it left click or what?
Oh, try the control click like you're doing in the other game.
Okay. Control click. Yeah, it's the same thing. I just haven't been targeting people right, because... Alright, so... Pray and pray. Okay, that is a miss.
That makes
Now,
him vulnerable.
Yeah, this guy's vulnerable. Both physically and emotionally, because he can't hit the parts out of the barn. I'm not a stormtrooper, I swear! Alright, and we just... how do you... add a thing to I don't have that. I'm just gonna skip it and move on. I remember that this guy is vulnerable. Number 5.
You can grab the effects and drag it onto.
I don't know where the effects thing is. Okay, and this guy just watches trying to kill 2 droids, and he's like, well, switching to melee. He just runs up the Rampage and tries to stun him. Rampage! Prepare yourself. He's doing a wrestling move from the 80s, the Stone Cold Stunner on you.
He can certainly try.
And your parry is a whopping 7, so... okay, you're stunned. Go ahead and roll vigor. Man, if you fail, you flop around the ground like a fish.
Okay. Okay, that I
Woo, that's a big fail.
Good fail. You can't Benny out of it. So, yeah, normally you can absorb damage, but this isn't damage. This just like fucking fires all your nervous system synapses to make your body jerk around to get under control. So it's like it's a douche weapon. It's for non-lethal capture. So aha, we got him on the ground. Gary, get a picture of me. And he holds you up like a largemouth bass, and then one of the other guys take a picture.
okay. I'm killing both this one and Gary first.
All right. Well, Gary is one of these circle drones that just kind of, is constantly getting smacked around. Feel free. And then another drone runs up and goes, "Oh, check it out! There's Jinx behind a tree." And he runs up and goes, "Whoopah! I've studied enough martial arts film to know that you're no match for my kung fu." And you're like, "Why are the drones talking shit?"
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because Bombshell in all my games, all my NPC enemies talk crap. It keeps the game entertaining. You're under siege. Alright, Jinx, what's your parry, baby?
10. Technically 15.
Okay, if he actually hits you, then he's gonna get honorary wildcard status. Good God.
Everything's standing into the thing. You shouldn't have any problem. I've already got it on.
Yeah, no, I'm just throwing that out there because, yeah. And he is not the Phantom Rizzler. He doesn't hit, so he's just like dodge. So, he's automatically vulnerable because he failed to hit.
Yep.
And he's like, "You're really bad in everyone's self-esteem, aren't you, Jinx?" Yeah, I got way too many Vizori. Okay, so the Vizori drone just kind of oof. Dog piles Fumar. Goes, "Hey Fumar!" Fumar! And he yells at you. "What do you think you are, Looney Tune from those old cartoons? You'll never have the riz of Bugs Bunny." Alright, this is a smarts versus your smarts, Fumar. And he got on 8. You have to roll your smarts or fall for the trick.
Is it a visual trick or is he saying something to me?
He's saying things to you.
How do I hear him through 6 feet of earth?
Because he can talk to the earth.
He yells really loud.
Okay, you have been tricked. So that means you are distracted till the end of your turn.
Alright.
Let me hit apply. Okay, so that's that. Another Vizori, and he's like, I'm gonna go get coffee. And he goes over here and he starts ordering coffee and taking easy. A drone taking easy is not a good sign. This one down here is like, holy crap, I'm surrounded by resistance members. Look at all these crappy humans. And he tries to catch a human by sticking him with a stun baton. I knew that guy. He used to be a drone as well, and then you made him a human. You bastards.
We took his friend. Are we the baddie?
Yes, we
Oh
are.
wait, we are the baddie. Oh, okay then.
And he misses. But yeah. Okay, and now Razori, and he's like, where's this guy at? Is he even on the map? No, we're just gonna skip over him. And this guy. Alright, Jinx, it's finally your turn.
All right. You ready? All
Yeah.
right. Because I am in face with the cameras and I can see, I'm going to activate my teleport, which does not allow an attack with opportunity. Teleport the 12 inches that I need to, and then move the other 6 up here to him. Let me get rid of these other targets real quick. There I go. And
Okay, did you walk up to Snob Goblin?
yeah, go ahead.
You're getting hit with a first strike.
Yeah, go ahead.
And okay, and he spent a Benny to activate True Strike, so it's a normal auto hit. Am I roll your damage?
What does that mean?
Because fuck you. It means I hit you for exactly the amount of your parry, no matter how high the parry is.
Uh-huh.
And what's your toughness?
11, something like that.
Ah, you'll be fine. 10. So yeah, it doesn't do anything to you. So you walk up to him and he smacks you in the mouth. And what are you doing? Oh, SMGs, they all miss because at that range, when you're next to him, it goes against his parry instead of a 4.
Yeah, okay. I know. I see. That's all right. Okay.
Now, do you want to do one sure shot where you drop a Benny and you just hit him or no?
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so you can roll normal damage, no raise, against his toughness. It's just like a Benny, just bam. It's a power stunt. And oh, that is not good for him. Okay, so good thing we have wound cap. But yeah, he is on the ground defeated.
I'm done.
All right. Next up will be the rampage. What would you like to do? Oh wait, you got to make a
well,
vigor check to stand back up, right?
Okay.
Okay, you're back on your feet, no longer stunned. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to punch Vasori drone number 6 in the face with my heavy brass energy knuckles.
Okay. And that's a hit. Go ahead and go with the damage. And yeah, that guy's gone.
Okay.
And do you want to do anything
Then-
else?
Yep, I'm going to move towards this war spear.
Ah, the one who took the picture of you.
Yep. And I believe that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it's the resistance fighters. What do you guys want the resistance fighters to do? They all have 9mm ammo. One of them has a rocket launcher.
I mean, there's a drone right in front of them, so I
Shoot
think they would probably
people.
go after them.
Gang bang.
Okay. And they're like, we don't have any melee weapons, though. It's an oversight.
Just shoot him.
Support each other and just make him vulnerable as hell.
And they all just start doing a gangbang melee.
Someone give him the
It's supposed to be the
Stooges
gang
routine.
up bonus, but everyone here is lewd. Okay, I'll stop.
Someone give him the Three Stooges routine. Distract him.
Well, that guy missed.
Not that guy.
And next guy's like, don't worry, man. I watched River City Rampage. I know what to do. And he tries to punch him with a shuriken. The other guy's like, yeah, man. I think we should just shoot him.
Who are they shooting at?
Why?
Rocket.
Because
You
they
know,
don't have any melee weapons,
I
so
don't think ranged weapons and
Oh no, I
melee
said
get the gang up
who,
bonus.
but
they
Ranged
do
weapons and
not.
melee don't get the gang up bonus.
If they do, because they're all ganging up on them. But it's like a pistol is treated kind of like a weird melee weapon when you do it in point blank. You're wrestling with the guy. So you might get the gang up bonus in that instance, but yeah.
Can't you all just kick him?
They were trying to kick him. They can't do enough damage because it's only a
Oh.
D6 strength. Yeah. Alright, and that's the end of the resistance fighters. And we're down to the spheres finally. And the spheres are like, man, this combat's taking a really long time. So you walk up to one of them and he just goes, oh. Okay. And he shoots you in the face with a pulse blaster, Rampage. That's a miss. This other one goes, don't worry, I got you, Gary. Gary, Larry, and Barry. That's also a miss. Okay. Jinx.
Mm.
You're looking kinda lonely there.
Mhm.
Control. Sadly, this guy can't do Sure Shot because you don't have bennies, but here we go. That's a miss. And now he's vulnerable. Bombshell.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So let's see
And he
here.
missed.
Oh.
But-
You're hitting me. Got it.
And the last guy went, so we now go to the next round. The resistance fighters go first. And did that guy bleed out? He is stabilized, no further rolls required.
Cool. It does a roll for you. Nice.
Yes, now in supers, when that happens, you're marked as defeated, so you take a permanent injury or lose a stat point, and then you're just out of scene and you come back to fight another day.
Mhm.
So I'm going to remove him from the board completely. So as he's defeated, emergency protocol kicks in and Moneybag gets teleported out.
Cool. Let's do
And he'll
lay this
probably
to the
lose
face.
more stat points next part. Now, I'm not a douche, so if you want, you can take the. You could say you pinch the Gatling gun before he left, so because that's really expensive. Even if you don't use it, you can sell it because it's full of killer rounds, which are like hundreds of dollars a bullet, and he has like 4,000 bullets in there.
Oh hell yeah.
So it's like 40 grand. But yeah. So you pinch this Gatling gun.
Hey, what's the strength to wield that thing? I could use that. Then I can.
Oh, 10.
All right, I got that.
Normally a 10, but because he has a weapons gimbal attached, anyone can wield it because it's technically on a mobile bipod, and the weapons gimbal lets you ignore snapfire and recoil. So it was made so the common soldier can wield a minigun from the hip.
Nice.
But it still weighs like fucking 70 pounds of encumbrance, so it's still chunky even with the gimbal.
I still got
The gimbal drops like 40, but still, yeah. You have D10 strength?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You didn't skip leg day, so you could just wield it anyways.
Yeah. Now I really look like Jinx.
All right. And who's up next? The resistance fighters?
Yep.
What do you guys want them to do? I mean,
I-
I'd say they all just gang up on that one guy and knock him out and move on instead of just sitting here doing rolls all day.
Yeah, let me
Sure.
agree with that.
I mean, why don't they all just like grab hold of him and one of them pulls the pin on his grenade and they can all jump away?
All right. Well, we're just gonna say they did that and move on. So we'll mark this guy, Zori Drone 10, as defeated. So let me just put a grenade on him.
What's the damage on it?
Fusion grenade is 3d10 heavy weapon.
No, here's his Gatling.
Oh, it's the standard one from the Savage Worlds core book.
Okay.
So you can just drag that over. The only reason he had bonus damage because he had the Deadeye power.
Me too.
You don't have the dead. Oh, well, then you apply your Jedi power normally like that.
Okay.
Well, do you have the normal one or the improved one?
The improved 1d10.
So it's 2d8 plus 1 plus a d10.
Good, I'll stick with my SMG.
And it has a
Sell that shit. Fuck it.
rate of fire 5. But if you took the rapid fire edge, you can get up to 6. Like he did.
Yeah, I'll stick with my SMG.
Okay.
Because I do 4 dice 6 plus the d10. Plus, I've already jacked it up to a heavy weapon already. It may not be.
Alright, well, it
heavy,
has
but,
Cape Killer, so it's already a heavy weapon.
Yeah. Nah,
Either that, or we could get that to one of the.
Ooh, yeah.
You could throw that to one of our human resistance fighters.
Yeah. Let's do
Oh,
that.
yeah, you could put that in there, make him the next minigun Molly.
Fuck yeah. Do it to him.
Anyways, moving on. So, the damage, did that kill the Missouri? I just dropped a grenade on him. Apply. No, it only shook them, and then they all jumped off him. He just ate a fusion grenade, so good for him.
Hanging out with Ricard.
Apparently. Alright, this Missouri Sphere is going toe-to-toe with the one and only, whatchamacallit.
Ooh.
And Ryback, he gives you a taste of the Pimp Hand Strong. Who am I echoing through?
Could be me.
Do you by any chance play Orcs Must Die? Yes, I do.
Is that where Moneybags came from?
No, he was gonna be a rabbit, but then I saw a goblin picture on Fantasy Grounds for the sci-fi section, so I just used that.
Okay.
But yeah, originally I was gonna make the human with no powers with max stats to make the perfect human opponent, see how good he would do against a super. But then I realized, you know, it'd be more fun if he was a douche. And from outer space.
Cool.
Okay, Rampage, you got hit, and you're unharmed, so it does nothing to you.
Yep.
The other resort war spear is like,
Oof.
and that is a shot, so they're going to hit you with their bonsai blaster. And you're hit for 2 wounds. Can you soak that with your magic powers?
Probably.
Wow.
And what was the result?
A
16. So yeah, I'm just gonna cancel all that damage. And you got more Tron's tokens if you want to spend them.
Yep,
All right.
now I'm up to 6.
And so the resort is like, Alright, well, I'm just gonna shoot the crap out of Jinx. Okay, so he's automatically shaking because he rolled a 1 against you. And that's your power thing. Someone rolls a 1 against you, this you automatically shake it. Alright, so where's the effects menu you're talking about, Necron?
Top right corner
Of what?
where it says tools. There's the cog wheel that says options, and next to it is
Okay,
effects.
effects. So we need to put, no, not a Jinx. I have to click the War Sphere and then put, this is so clunky. You know, our friend here is telling me just go back to roll 20. I'm always tempted to.
Yeah.
I can't afford the $10 a month though, that's a problem. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Okay, and the next guy is just like, I don't know if I should just take the drugs and run. But he hits you with a blaster. I don't think it's going to do much to you, Bombshell, but here we go. Now, you simplified your
Okay.
character a bit. Do you still lose memories?
Yeah.
Okay. So he hits you with a super taunt.
Cool.
He's
I mean,
like,
I
yeah,
just
well, do you remember the
just rolled
smell
well.
of this? And he farts
Usually
at
really
you.
easy to taunt me.
So it's spirit versus spirit, because he just kind of does an exhaust blast on you, a fart.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my
And
God.
a 3. Can you beat a 3, or are you
Yeah,
going to be
I did beat,
distracted by
yes.
this?
I beat a 3.
Okay, so you're not distracted by the smell of fart. It does not stir any special memories for you.
No.
Fumar.
Yep. Give me just a second. All right. Well, I am going to come up, and I guess I'm just going to touch Vizori drone number 4, and I'm going to try and wound him. It is, I make a spirit check versus either his agility or his, or vigor, whichever he wants.
Oh, he's going to use vigor.
Right.
That's his better stat. He got 2.
All
Well,
right.
as long as you roll 3,
Well,
you're fine. Okay, and
that is a wound. Actually, that's a 2 wounds. It's a wound with a raise.
okay, he's incapacitated. And cool. Anything else you want to do?
Yep.
Now, are you sticking your head out of the ground enough so you can see?
I'm actually flying up out of the ground and then diving back down under this tree. So I'm going 9 spaces and then I'm going 3 spaces deep.
Okay, so are you flying above the guy's head so he can't get melee attacks on you?
Yes.
Alright, well,
I mean, he's not magical anyway. It wouldn't matter. He just passed through me.
energy attacks still affect you, and if you had a lightning baton, it would still The stun batons are electric; they will still mess with you.
I mean, energy attacks in and of themselves, but the baton is physical. It wouldn't touch me enough to make the energy go off.
All right, well, let's. Yeah, I see what you're going with. Yeah, I can buy that. Bombshell, you're up. I mean, If they did the thunder
run it.
stick version where they hold the button and it just lights up, that might work. But yeah,
So Vizori 4 is incapacitated, right?
yeah, he's gone. I didn't remove him from the board because I'm a chode.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to do the thing where you take the incapacitated and terminal resistance fighters later.
Yeah, we can.
Well, when he does it with the wound, I imagine it's a very precise knockout. I mean, death blow. So
I was just gonna do the malfunction.
Nobody's hurt yet, right?
No,
no one's actually got hit yet. You bastards! The only person who got hit was you and Rampage, but being hit is Rampage's thing.
Right. All right. You're gonna malfunction these guys, you say, Jinx?
Well, there's only one there. The other one's already down.
Oh, the one's down. All right. Well,
Okay, he's gonna take an opportunity attack to stab you in the butt.
I'll go help Rampage.
All right, before you go, you're being stabbed in the butt with a baton. Hold still.
I'm just
Opportunity
banging around
attack.
the stupid
Yeah.
map.
You can't
Sure.
see the map.
Well, I mean, because of the dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Here, stop moving. Hold still so I can drop a baton on you. Thank you.
Yeah.
3, that's a miss. Okay, this guy can't hit you with anything. Go ahead and move.
Okay. So, yeah.
The Rampage is over here fighting a war drone.
Yeah. What is the medium burst template here?
Oh, that's when they dropped a grenade by mistake and blew up their own guy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll fly over and attack this guy, I guess. Wild attack.
That's just wild.
That's an 11.
All right, that's a hit with a raise.
Okay. Then that is 18 damage. No, 20 with a wild attack.
Okay, he is dead.
Alright, I'll keep going past him to over here to give him a...
Oh,
Oh, he just went
no!
black.
You have... Well, long story short, apparently I managed to delete all the tokens, so I was trying to delete one token. But it looks like you managed... No, I did. Me.
Oh.
But you've managed to pretty much... At this point, I don't think that anyone would take you. We want to just say we wrap this up and then take the and we'll deal with the drugs and we can move on to the next scene.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because at this point, it feels like cleanup. Do you guys feel comfortable with that, or do you want to keep bashing?
Yeah, I'm good cleaning up.
Me?
Okay, so you hand the Vizori their ass yet again. I mean, completely and utterly. Just like it was so one-sided. The resistance are fine. They're like, yeah. Now, you have the cart of Easy, and there's a guy running it named Dave, and he's like, oh yeah, they forced me to turn my hot dog cart into a drug stand, those bastards. And he's like, hey, Fumar, Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
He waves you in conspiracy. You guys are smart, right?
Yeah.
You could probably change this easy, so instead of giving people powers, it gives all the dickheads the run.
I'll support a science check on that if you want.
I've got a betting.
All right, because the Lashers are supposed... Yeah, I'm letting you do this because you have super science. I don't think you have to spend a penny at the power stunt, but he's like, yeah, man, you guys can just get the Splashers, the guys who are like the local Quizling gang working for the Zora, are supposed to pick this up later, the remaining stock. And those guys are dicks. They sell everybody, so, giving them a case of the runs or making them sick might be good for morale for everybody. But yeah. Okay, and Bombshell, do you want to use any of your genius powers to contribute to this, or do you have anything to say?
Oh, no, she's just like, you think, you didn't have to say yes, and she'll turn over the hot dog cart.
I didn't have to say yes, and you turn over the hot dog cart, and she's like,
Yeah.
And all the drugs go on the ground, and plus a bunch of corn dogs. Oh,
She's
the
impulsive.
humanity, all the corn dogs.
Mm.
But he's not gonna stop you if you want to flip the cart. You're just gonna let it go because you just tanked a bunch of drones, and you ate like 100 bullets to the face of Cape Killers were unscathed. So it's like, oh, by the way, I might be rude, but Dave's like, do you want to wear my jacket or something? Because they ruined your shirt.
Okay. Well,
And he genuinely gives you his jacket so you're not like exposed from the top down. But yeah.
So Fumar flies up and looks over at Bombshell, and he's like, "That was very impressive. I think I have something that I would like you to try next time."
Oh, by the way, do you want to still be your power form, or do you want to quit losing memories and go back to your normal girl form?
At the moment, she's still power form. She's gotta stay in power form really till we get out of here.
Because they do have the resistant blocking communication, so you could turn to your normal form and no one will know.
Hmm.
So what's this about memory loss? What's that all about?
About what?
Her memory loss. What's that all
Oh,
about?
so hold on. So is it?
Well, let her explain. It's her character.
That's what I'm
Yeah. She for every minute that she's in form. Oh yeah. Well, she would have. I guess she would have told them. For every minute that she's in her form, she loses 1 day's worth of memory when she turns back.
That sucks. But hey,
I managed.
Apparently,
Is the jacket
her
nice?
powers. Now, Jinx. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who is echoing?
It's you. I think it might be Stranger or Will.
No, not on my end.
Say something.
Something?
I will. Poggers! Pogger roll.
Nobody's lighting up.
I
don't know. Nobody's lighting up when you do it.
It must be me. I'll just blame the GM when in doubt. Alright then, so...
It might be me. I don't know.
All jokes aside.
Okay, so she takes the jacket and take the jacket and put it on. She's like, and Fumar, she said, what do you want me to try?
Okay, so to speed up beating them up, if you pick up one of them by the legs and start hitting the other ones, you can get a 2-for-1 special. I think you're strong enough to do that.
So you're saying you want to hit a motherfucker or another motherfucker?
Essentially, yeah.
Of course I'm strong enough. I can pick up all of them.
So that's what I can picture you like dual wielding like 2 of them like nunchucks. Just like grab one in each hand by the ankle and just like wah! And start smacking people with them. Sorry, I've seen too many cartoons, and he like blushes, but which means that like green energy comes to his cheeks, and he kind of ducks down into the ground.
Pick him up, throw him in.
And she's
That
like,
works
where'd
too.
he go? And she's like, let's see. And she'll go over and grab one of the, or I guess two of the drones by their ankles.
Okay, you're dueling drones. You have a strength D8 in each hand.
She'll take one and like swing him at a tree.
Oh God.
The tree ducks. It's like, fuck that!
Don't
Does anyone
tree
want to
what?
investigate why the tree just ducked, or we got all these
If the tree just
probably-
ducks, I think we modified the wrong drugs.
Yeah.
The
He's
tree
like,
is like,
pretty unwieldy. But yeah,
like,
it could be
cool,
fun.
man.
Are there more?
Thank you.
She looks around.
Now you have like 10 drones lying on the ground that could be turned back into people unless you stop breaking them. And you have like 6 war spheres. The war spheres, they have flight, they have blasters, they have armor. They're not really much besides, mobile sentry guns programmed to fight.
We programmed to fight with the resistance fighters.
I mean, they are people. It's essentially
No, the drone is the people. The war sphere is 100% mechanical.
No, it's not. Go read it again. It's a brain of a person with the stuff wrapped around it. I can guarantee you that.
Well, it's too late for them to go back to human now, isn't it? Though.
No, but we can
if you want
reprogram
to
them.
free the controlling instead of reprogramming them, you could. Well, no. Reprogramming them is not the problem. The problem is when you fought them, you just wrecked them. You could probably salvage all the parts and get 1 war sphere and have an ally, but I'm not going to give you 6.
He's like, so what do we do now?
I can accept
I
that.
want to try this. Hitting guys with other
Now,
ice
the brain in a jar, you can mercy kill them, or you could go stick them in different toasters and shit and have smart appliances. It's up to you.
Brat.
Because yours.
That's more merciful. Just right ahead.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do you have all the war spheres? Because that'll get worse. Because you could make, in theory, a 100% mechanical war sphere out of the parts and give it an electronic brain because you have super science.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would be programmed just to you because it's like literally something you built in your backyard, just stealing their blueprints.
Okay. Cool. Right on.
I'll need a Benny and a science roll. Everyone can assist with this. Wreck Boy, Rampage, you can drop your transmog token to help with the science roll and roll focus.
Are we going back to base, I guess, then?
Oh, yeah, you completed the mission.
Yep, I
Alright.
will.
Well, then when she
drop
gets back
my-
to base, she'll turn back into Jane.
Alright.
So here's my focus roll.
Now, you've only been a super for a couple minutes for the fight, and after that, so you've lost 3 days.
Okay. So,
It's
when,
too bad I'm not
how long
playing
ago
the
did I
script.
meet up with them?
Everything that happened for the last couple of days.
Hmm?
Too bad I'm not playing
Okay.
the script. I could make a comic book of everything that's happened for the last couple of days.
I mean,
I'm having difficulty hearing you, Necron.
I said it's too bad I'm not playing the scribbler. Otherwise, I can make a comic book for you of everything I've done for everything you've done
Yeah.
for the last couple of days.
bro, you have super
She made
science. You can
notes
make a
before
video.
she went. Yeah, true. She sees you all and just
I
like,
have a question for you.
kind
Is
of
it
surprised.
the oldest 3 days or is it the newest?
I was thinking it was the most
Okay, so it's not your
recent.
long-term memory.
goes
You're not
backward.
losing your childhood.
That's interesting, though. That might be interesting. But yeah, I had imagined that it was like the recent time.
Okay, so you wake up after your bender as Bombshell with half naked and wearing some guy's coat named Dave, and you smell hot dogs. You ask him what you did.
What? Where are my notes? Go find her bag. She look around for her bag.
One of your notes
Where are my
says, "Do
things?
not trust Jinx. He's a
Yeah.
prankster."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then one says Rampage seems legit, and Fumar, and they have a question mark.
Okay. She's like, well, at least tell me we did something useful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Carl's just sitting there. This is your henchman that works for the team. It's like, oh yeah, you destroyed a cart full of easy, and then do you go with the give everyone the runs plan like the guy
Yeah.
suggested?
Yeah.
And you change it to like a laxative, so the slashers are all getting the runs instead of getting roided out.
We don't just
And
defeat
then,
them, we
just
humiliate
for
them.
kids, you converted 6 people back from drones into humans, so they're back to the resistance. Well, they went back to their normal jobs, but the resistance is happy. The fact that you are see what they do is the Missouri takes prisoners and turns them into drones,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that you're turning the drones back into humans is really pissing them off. You're not just killing them, you're undoing their work. It's like a blatant slap in the face.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
And so with that, also you beat a guy called Moneybags, but in this system, when someone loses and they're defeated, they just automatically get away, but they lose a hindrance point, or they gain a hindrance or lose a stat point and stuff like that. That clues to you too. So if you ever got defeated, you guys would automatically get away instead of just dying.
Mm-hmm. Still, brat, right in the face.
And you stole his minigun.
Yep.
Which is full of like about 4,000 Cape Killer bullets, and it's worth probably 20 grand at least, easy.
Give it to one of the resistance fighters for the fight, for the cause.
Yeah, whichever one has the best shooting skill.
Well, they do have wildcard resistance members. You just haven't met them yet.
And if he's got a few minutes, I can put a few cybernetics in him.
Well, if you're going that route, there is. We can talk about that later. Now, you complete your mission. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I start browsing the villains catalog for mechanical henchman packages.
Okay.
Do I get discounts if I start with my own meat?
I will take the sample of the drugs that they had made to make superheroes and ask Jinx if they want to start studying it to see if we can make a better version of it so we can make a...
Okay, so what this does, it doesn't make superheroes. It awakens protean DNA in people who would have powers, but they haven't awakened them.
Okay.
But the process of doing it with a drug makes them incredibly violent and roids them out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Take off the roiding out part and see if we can start working on some way to develop a technology to detect people who have the latent capacity. I don't think it's something we'd get done in like a day or a week or something. More maybe a long-term goal.
Okay, we're gonna do this. I will let everyone do a science roll, and this is gonna be a long-term goal.
16.
Once per session. 16, cool. And whatever everyone else gets, if you have research, notice, if you want to use your powers in an innovative way to contribute, 9, you can do that. But when you reach a very large number that is hidden from you, I'll tell you when you succeed on this. You'll make some breakthroughs and stuff like that in that game. What was it, XCOM?
Cool.
But yeah, there's going to be like an thing to the side I'm making up.
Right.
Cool. dig it.
Okay, I'm going to use my regeneration power and essentially be the test subject for
Cool.
these two madmen.
All right, that'll be just a straight focus roll.
Five.
Okay, so we got a 9, a 16, a 5. What else?
9 successes all told.
Okay, 9 successes. You have made a minor breakthrough. You haven't got there yet, but you're sure that you can make a supplement where the dregs could take that and they won't be raging. It will take them down off their high and addiction, but they would lose their powers.
Hmm.
It's like methadone. You can make them normal people.
All right.
If you work more, you might be able to make a version where the dregs or people with minor powers could keep their powers, but they'd still have to keep taking a supplement not to freak out.
Hmm. Do we want a whole bunch of people running around with just powers and stuff?
No,
No.
probably not. But on the other hand, the more
Might be
people with
useful.
powers angry at the Vizori, the more
that's
they'd have
true.
to fight them.
Chaos is fun.
Makes more problems for them.
I mean, even a
that's true.
Drake has 15 power points, as like strength, vigor, and toughness boosted.
Powers for all. Wahaha. When everybody's powerful, no one's powerful.
But even at the best, most of these people will probably be a power level 1 15 pointer.
Hey man, it's still a nuisance in their ass. I'm good for it.
Yeah. Okay, and that will wrap up the session, unless you want to do anything else. Everyone take an advance. Woo!
Woohoo.
Everyone split like 20 grand. How many
Oh.
people are there? 4 of you? Alright, everyone take 10 grand cash and put it in your bank account.
All right.
The Resistance does have the minigun, but they will give you a cash reward for turning it over to them because it's full of Cape Killer bullets.
Oh. How much?
And $10,000.
Okay.
Alright, so how'd you lads and ladies like
Cool.
the session?
I had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks. Thanks for having that.
Alright, now, next week we will do you can choose another random mission or I can do one of the story missions. Because there's like, I roll on the table to make a random mission or I do some story. To
Okay.
keep things fresh and interesting, I'm making up my own villain. That are like aliens, and I should call them antagonists because you guys are villains too. But antagonists that just fight you that aren't
Right.
in the book; they're just there. If you have any suggestions or something you want to do in the story, feel free to PM me or let me know.
Okay.
All right.
I'll leave the room open because it's
That's
10
fine.
o'clock, but I'm just gonna hang up and.
I will, between now and next time, I'll send you my sheet, and I don't know, maybe we can
Okay.
get it. We'll get it put in there.
Now, I will tell you this right now. I do offer a do-over because a lot of people play their character, they sound cool, and then later on he's like, oh, it's not that fun, and you can remake the
Yeah.
character or make a different character.
Right. Cool.
I
Well,
mean, if you want, I think the powers are, if you go in the right corner, it says characters, and if you open that up, there's the edges, hindrances, and powers. You should be able to just bring those over to auto-populate the character sheet, and all you got to do is change your skills.
yeah. I'll get it done between now and then.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I tried to do it. I just
Look, if you just want
Fantasy
to hand
Grounds
me
is
a
just
sheet and
super
have me
confusing
do
to
it
me.
for you, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay.
I can do
Yeah,
all the
we can do that.
mechanical paperwork for you because,
Okay, that'd be nice.
customer service, baby! Now, the main thing you need to pick is the theme song for Bombshell.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll probably put way too much thought into that between now and next time.
Oh, yeah. Everyone does. That's why I do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Well, thanks, guys. It was nice.
Do you want me to leave the room open to anybody, or can I close it?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I can make my decision and do my advance next week before we start.
Did you say yes, Deckard, or no?
No, I'm good. Go ahead and close it if you need to. I'm good for now.
How about you, Will?
I am right now working on my advance. So
Okay, I'll just leave it open then. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, see you, Zach. Thanks again. Good night, guys.
Night.
Good night.
Hello.
good night, Necron.
Hello. What you up to, man?
Not much, just getting my tuning skills up. So yeah, yeah, would have liked if Fantasy Ground decided not to keep not responding, but it is what it is.
Oh, he already closed it. You must have. I think you'd already logged off before you asked if anybody needed it open, and we didn't need it open, so he closed it. So that's what's going on. So I just make a note of it for next week or send him a message later, and he'll probably open this thing up for you. That anytime you need.
No, I was talking about during the session because
Oh, were you having problems with it?
yeah, like for whatever reason it kept like maybe once or twice it just froze. I ended up having to close it and go from there. Yeah, I already have my advances picked out, so worst case scenario, I already have that set up, so yep, I'm all good.
Okay. So I'm just typing something, trying to get. I got a game on work. I gotta start working on for tomorrow. I'm just sort of thinking to myself. So if I'm not that talkative, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Well, if you don't need me, I would be heading off tonight.
Oh, man, you have a good night. I'm gonna hang up too.
You do too.
But oh, it's still open. Weird. I was wondering why I was having problems.